Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I hope you all are fine. Today is Monday and the date is 10th of May 2021. And here is Miss Samara, your mathematics teacher, in your mathematics class. My dear students, our today's topic is based on coprime numbers. So, our objectives are that after this lesson, we all will be able to identify coprime numbers and will be able to explain the characteristics of coprime numbers. So, first of all, let us learn about the coprime numbers. When two numbers have no common factor other than 1, common means the same thing. In other words, there is no whole number that you could divide them both by exactly without any remainder. For example, 21 and 22 are coprime because if we write the factors of 21, these are 1, 3, 7, and 21. And the factors of 22 are 1, 2, 11, and 22. So if we look at the factors of these two numbers, we are getting only number 1 as a common factor. So the numbers that have only 1 as their common factor, they are called coprime numbers. Let's learn through some examples. As in the previous lesson, we had learned about the prime and composite numbers. So here we are learning about the coprime numbers. My dear students, what are the coprime numbers? First of all, we have to learn this. So, the numbers that having only 1 as a common factor, they are called coprime numbers. Here we have example of 7 and 15. So if we list down the factors of 7, 7 comes only in the table of 1 and 7. And if we look at 15, it comes in the table of 1 and 15. It comes in the table of 3 and 5. So its factors are 1, 3, 5, and 15. So if we look at the common factors, we found only 1 as a common factor in between these two numbers. So that's why these both numbers are called coprime numbers because they have only 1 as a common factor. I hope you understood that what are the coprime numbers. We have to list down the factors and then we have to see, are coprime numbers related to prime numbers? No, not at all. Coprime numbers are not related to prime numbers because if we have 12 and 49, so these both are the composite numbers, and when we list down the factors of these two numbers, they are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Look at 49. It comes in the table of 1 and 49, and also it comes in the table of 7. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And the factors of 49 are 1, 7, and 49. And if we look at the common factors between these two numbers, we have only 1 as a common factor. So it means they are coprime numbers, but they are not prime numbers. So we can say that coprime numbers are not related to the prime numbers. Now, let's learn more about the coprime numbers. Can a single number be a coprime number? No, not at all. because we have to look at the common numbers, and common thing always we can take in between two things. So if we have only one number, how can we take the common number or common factor in that? Here we have two numbers. So when we had listed down the factors of 12 and 49, we found that they are coprime numbers, and also we can take more than two numbers and they can be coprime numbers. Can two even numbers be coprime numbers? No, not at all. Because when we have the even numbers, they have most of the times more than two factors. So every even number is divisible by 2 also. So it means that every number has 1 and 2 both as common factor. Like if we take 6 and 10, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. And the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So here the common factors are 1 and 2. So it means they are not coprime. So it means even numbers can't be coprime because in every even number we have 2 also as common number. Are two prime numbers also co-prime numbers? Yes, two prime numbers are always co-prime numbers because we know that prime numbers are always having two factors, number 1 and the number itself. So whenever we have the prime numbers and we list down the factors, we can see here that every prime number has 1 and the number itself as a factor. So we can say that every prime number is also a co-prime number. I hope, my dear students, you understood about this, because here you can see that in every prime number we have 1 as a common factor. Let's summarize our lesson. So these are the points that we should remember. Two numbers are coprime if their greatest common factor is 1. Two even numbers can't be coprime numbers as they always have 2 as common factor. Coprime numbers does not to be prime numbers. For example, if we have 12 and 35 and these are coprime numbers, however 12 and 35 are not prime numbers. Two prime numbers are always coprime. They have only 1 as their common factor. All pairs of two consecutive numbers are coprime numbers because any two consecutive numbers have 1 as their common factor. So, as usual, we have to end our lesson with a beautiful saying, the more you practice, the better you get. Thank you all of you, my dear students. Take care. Allah Hafiz.